Wings is streaming, let's drop by. There ain't a mod in sight. He starts raging, everybody saves the clip, and now we're banned. Make a new account next day. Hey, hey.
Hello, everybody. I'm not playing anything today. We're just going to do an hour and a half, 2 hours of just chatting. I enjoyed lifting weights, but like the problem is having access to weights and stuff like that. When me and Drew were working out, that's where I got to 210. I got there quick too. I got there like a month and a half.
I don't like lifting weights.
You don't want to gain muscle. You want to look like a lady.
Exactly. You see these legs? They are not ladylike right now.
Come here. Bring your legs. Don't show your feet. Come here.
Because my feet are hideous.
Just don't show your feet, because like, just keep your foot below this.
Okay.
She thinks that her leg is getting fat. Like this. She thinks her leg is getting fat. These are solid muscle. I'm like, you're literally running like 2 or 3 5Ks a week. You're doing rows. You're like doing the kayak. I'm like, your leg's just getting muscle. That's what's happening.
It's fat. It's big. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. I need to react for how I acted last stream. How did I act last stream? That I was tired and I wanted to go lay down? Oh, Aaron? Aaron's not my neighbor. Aaron is a liar. It's all he is, dude. No, Aaron and me didn't go way fucking back. No, he wasn't my brother. Why are we talking about Aaron? Let me tell you about Aaron, right? Aaron was my mother's friend's son. That's it. The only time he ever came over was when his mother came to hang out with my mother. And we didn't like him because he had a fucked up foot. That's the end of the story. We didn't hang out with Aaron. We didn't chill with Aaron. Like, fast forward like 15 years later. Well, not 15, but like 12 years later. I got him a job working at Domino's with me because he needed a job. And even then, like he moved to another store pretty early. No, he got his toes chopped off by a lawnmower when he was young. Like he was running in front of a lawnmower and he slipped and fell and the lawnmower ran over him and the blades got most of one of his foot. I think he lost all of them on one of his feet. No, we've only made $4 this stream so far. Yeah, with the $2, like we made $3.98. That's what we made so far. Well, people ask if I made the donation goal. I'll talk about anything you want to talk about. Yo, King of Weeps, thank you for that other $2, man. But yeah, I had to get my AC repaired because it basically had a wire blow off. Hey, Blackout, thank you for the 10, dude. You're fine. Dude, you didn't have to donate. How come I don't play racing games? Because I don't like them. Yeah, you need AC in South Carolina. Like here's one thing I've learned about people like that watch me. Is like people that live outside of the country, they don't have central air. Like they live in places where like they can keep their house relatively comfortable with like a radiator or like some type of like heat device sitting in a corner. Like that's not that's not South Carolina, man. Like we live in murky, swampy, like even if it's not overly hot, it's muggy, right? Say it's like 90 degrees outside. It's 90 degrees with a really wet feeling. So if you don't condition the air, because the air conditioner doesn't just cool your air, it actually dehumidifies it as well. Like it pulls the water out of the air and puts it back in at a nice cooler temperature. All right, thank you, Cloudstrike. Thank you for the $5, man. I hate death. I think that's not a revolutionary take on anything. But my take on death is this. I don't remember living, and I won't remember dying, right? I'm more worried about what I leave, right? Like, I'm more worried about the other people in my life. Like I usually put myself last in everything. Health, reasonability. Like if there's somebody that depends on me, like making money, doing something, or contributing in some way or form, I will put them ahead of myself. And like I'm more worried about like what happens if I pass on before Kelly does, right? Like I worry more about that situation than I ever worry about dying myself. Ultimate Jeebus, dude, thank you for the $5. Glad you still out, brother. You're a good dude. F the people too much. Good on you persevering through. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. You're afraid of dying? Like, I mean, like, I think every kid at some point is afraid of dying. Like, or even just afraid of the dark. And it's not, and I don't even consider that people are afraid of dying. They're afraid of not knowing. Like, I think most of it's fear of the unknown. Like, the reason you're afraid of the dark isn't because you're afraid the dark's going to hurt you. You're afraid of somebody in the dark or something in the dark is going to hurt you. I think people look at death the same way. I don't think people are afraid of death. They're afraid of like failing people around them, or they're afraid of not knowing what happens after they die. I mean, there's a $1 billion industry built along people being afraid of death. It's kind of like you ever go to a new job and you're so afraid of the new job because you don't know what's going to happen when you get there. And once you get there, it's like, all right, it's the same shit you had at every other job. It's people that don't want to be there doing mediocre tasks over and over again, but you hype yourself up. Same concept. Kelly's never preached at a church. Dude, I don't got as good a job as 672 has. If I had job security and 672's money, I'd have a clean ass whip too. What do you do when you're not streaming? Sleeping. Dr. Mellons, how you doing, man? Kelly's new medal for her penguin walk. The thing I hate about this thing is there wasn't actually penguins there. Kelly said there would be penguins.
I mean, there was people dressed like penguins.
That's not the same.
You get a ticket to go to the aquarium to see the penguins.
I was thinking about going just to play with the penguins, but I knew they would be punk out on the penguins. I knew it was going to happen.
Good.
I found a new respect for DSP's business acumen after his deft maneuvering on his latest project to provide more meaningful content. I ain't gonna lie. I aspire to be Darkside Phil in some ways. This man has about the same viewer base I have, but he makes 3 times the amount of money. Like, the man's good at his craft. Granted, I don't have the whole Hogan tax I gotta pay, and I also don't pay my mortgage 3 times a week. But Phil is a master at his craft, and I'm in awe of it. Dude, I love Phil. I love Phil's content. Like, again, like, you guys want to act like Phil's an idiot. Like, nah, Phil. First off, if you ever heard Phil speak, like in long form, the man has good opinions, right? Phil's major problem is diversification. Like, and it's my problem too, right? Like, I should concentrate on videos that make click through, but I try to make videos I want to make or want to watch. Nah, Phil has self-awareness. I've talked to Phil in private multiple times. Like, Phil is smart as he could be. I've been trying to get DSP to do a podcast with me and Boogie. I even got a manager already on deck. Like, there's stuff that's happening behind the scenes.